First trade of the day, please. BP. I'd like to buy 200.
556 at 105.75.
780 sold at 781 Tula Oil, yeah.
That's it,
I'd
mate.
like to sell 80 shares, please.
It's on.
Oh, I've just been whacked in one of my shorts.
This is a trading room like no other, because no one here has ever worked in the city before.
900 quid, like that.
These 8 men and women have been given $1 million and 2 months to run their own hedge fund and invest in the stock market as they see fit.
This is one of those experiences that money can't buy. Go on, Lockheed Martin.
It's a radical idea created by one of the UK's leading hedge fund managers, Lex Van Dam.
I'm taking a huge risk here, and if they don't care enough, then I'll make sure they care.
If the novices play the game well, they could each walk away with a hefty bonus. If they fail, they'll leave with nothing.
What a nightmare. What a nightmare.
Can they become successful city traders? Or will the pressure of trading the worst economic crisis in a generation push them over the edge?
I mean, do you feel like you just had enough?
The last time I had trauma like this was getting divorced.
Think about what you're saying. It's unbelievable.
It's the reconfirmation that it might be something I can't do.
$7 a.m. Morning meeting. The novices are now 3 weeks into their 2 months of trading, and they're struggling to cope with a problem none of them could have foreseen: the developing credit crisis.
A hell of a lot's happened overnight. Don't just let's plough through every trivial commodity move unless it really matters.
It's causing havoc on the world's stock markets.
VIX up 10%.
It was 10%,
10%,
which is a
is it?
huge rise.
Asia fell, so, stagflation continues.
Well, these are cataclysmic swings, which explains, of course, why it's so difficult for us to get this trading business right.
As a result, the novices have only managed to invest a paltry £40,000 of the £200,000 that investor Lex has so far released to them.
If the mortgages have been deferred, the credit cards, what's next? Store cards?
thinking.
What other forms of credit are going
Good
to be
thinking.
affected as you go up the hierarchy?
Very good thinking.
And after an ill-advised decision to invest in the banking sector, last week they lost £5,000.
Let's go make some money.
Let's not lose some money.
One trader who lost a lot of cash was Simon, a recently retired IT engineer.
Several of us had positions in banks based on expectation, perhaps not much more sophisticated than because banks have gone up a hell of a lot recently, it's time they went down.
If it had paid off, if it had gone in the right direction, then we would all have been laughing, but it happened to go in the wrong direction.
As long as we learn the lesson from it, some of us have lost a considerable amount of money, but, you have a good day, you can make it back. I've got confidence. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Caroline, a single mother of 4-year-old twins, has emerged as an early front runner. Her calm trading instincts meant she kept well away from trouble.
And thankfully I wasn't in banks, having watched the volatility of them in this marketplace. I thought with a lot of the rest of the team in banking that I would stay away from it and stay with just keeping an eye on the portfolio that I'm building for myself, which at the moment doesn't include any financial stocks.
Last week, the novices were given £25,000 each to play with, but they've already lost 10% of their invested capital. If it continues, the investor Lex Van Dam faces losses of well over £50,000. A prospect that prompts a rare visit.
Morning.
In this environment, Lex won't tolerate failure. As the boss, he ultimately has the power to reprimand or even sack any of his traders.
Some of you might have felt like you can't do the job or it is impossible, but maybe nobody has been able to do the job and maybe it has been impossible. You know, a lot of trading has to do with being able to tolerate pain.
In my case, it's been almost continuous. It's just drip, 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 drip. More pain today, more pain yesterday, which I'm sure is affecting my morale and therefore my ability to make decent decisions the next day.
Do you feel like if you cut, once you've cut, the pain is gone?
Don't you feel better?
No.
No.
Personally, I don't.
I do. I definitely feel better when I've cut it.
These stocks have no memory.
Yeah.
You know, they don't care. You don't want to make it personal. You know, the stocks are there to make money.
Well, I had a great day when I know everybody else was having a really shit day.
So how did it make you feel?
It made me feel great inside that, you know, I was, you know, I guess going in the opposite. No, because I felt terrible that everybody else was, you know, doom and gloom.
But it didn't give you a little bit of joy?
Yeah, inside
to see
it
other
did,
people
yeah.
suffer?
Yeah.
And you like
no,
sitting
not to
there?
see other people suffer.
No?
Because I don't want the rest of the team to suffer.
I think, like, as a group, there could have been a lot worse. We could have been sitting here and, you know, on a significant loss that we could not make up. So that's why everybody is going to get 50k. So everybody's capital is going to be doubled. You're smiling.
I don't mind only having 25 grand. I can stay with my 25.
Yeah, but it's not your decision.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it's not your decision. What it will allow you to do is to make up for your losses quite quickly. And if I have belief in you guys, maybe you should have belief in yourself as well. So let's go make some money.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Lex is busy running his own hedge fund, so he's handed the day-to-day management of the team to 29-year-old ex-City trader Anton Creel.
It's clearly extremely difficult to make money in this environment. You've got huge blue chip companies in the FTSE moving 10, 20% almost every day, and that's unprecedented. But it's kind of like no excuse, you know, we want to make money. It's just more difficult to make money.
8 a.m.
Up, and we're up.
and markets have opened.
I'm looking at Admiral. Can I get a price on Domino's again, please? DOM.
A hedge fund is an investment body designed to make money whether the markets go up or down.
190 shares.
And with the credit crisis sending markets in every direction, the capability of this particular hedge fund will be tested to the limit. So with £50,000 each to play with, they will all need to generate lots of solid investment ideas. IT engineer Simon is using his gut instinct.
Okay, 1,000 you buy at 670.
Buy 1,000 Cadbury's 617. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
I've got good charts on Cadbury's.
This looks good, you know, I feel... And hell, it's a comfort stock, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, if you thought the whole world was going to end in half an hour, what would you do? You'd reach for a Mars bar or a bar of chocolate, you know?
Absolutely. I think I would.
Not that I hope it isn't. Just in case, I think I'd better get some in stock.
For retired Army Major Mike, the best ideas are simply the ones that make money.
I suppose it's become the intellectual thrill of the game, to be honest. I just like the way you're judged, actually. You know, it's not about personality so much, it's about your profit and loss. You know, you're either up or you're down. You're either making or you're losing, and that's quite a thrill.
Mike's chosen to build his portfolio around arms manufacturers.
Okay, you buy 1,767 at 453. Done.
Cheers. Bye.
But his enthusiasm for military investments isn't shared by Sam, a committed environmentalist who only wants to trade in ethical stocks.
My experience here, I originally thought that it would soften my views on the city and the people that worked in it. It's actually done exactly the opposite. It really troubles me, personally, that money can be made from things which some people deem to be unethical. And I have a real issue with that. It's the kind of clean profit-taking with absolutely no regard for who the end user of these weapons are that I find really troubling.
But their ability to sell to a particular nasty dictator is governed by the UK, and they need an export licence in which to do so. So it's sanctioned by the British government, the government that you elect.
Law and morality are two separate things. If it's legal, the morality is irrelevant. Is that what you're saying?
Sam, it's a bad world. We know it's a bad world.
But
so why should we let profit, you know, just hold our hands up and say, actually, that's, you know, that's a questionable dictator, you know, because one man's terrorist is another man's freedom fighter, and it all depends on your point of view.
It's like saying, if I'm not going to do it, someone else will, so I might as well do it. What the context that we're living in is one in which, as you yourself say, global warming. It's a massive issue.
Guys, would it be possible to defer this debate? It's just not quite the right time.
Of course.
Thank you.
Sorry, Simon.
No, it's all right, fine.
Unfortunately, I find that kind of debate much more interesting than watching tickets.
Me too.
It's extremely
clock
interesting.
ticks.
And I'm playing devil's advocate.
I know, absolutely.
People buy weapons. It's countries buy weapons. As long as you're acting within the law, I don't see any difficulty in investing with them. It's it's a hard fact of life. If I don't, somebody else will.
The credit crunch summer of 2008 is biting hard.
Many members of Congress blame oil speculators for driving up the price of crude.
Barrett Developments is surging today, at least its share prices.
In a tough market, the traders need all the help they can get to generate ideas. So information is everything.
Start with index moves.
Dow down 0.25%, S&P down 0.5%.
A never-ending onslaught of news must be dissected, analysed and debated.
An earthquake in Japan.
Oh yeah.
6.8 on the Richter scale.
By Japanese construction firms.
160 people injured.
All in pursuit of profit.
What do you do, buy yen?
Earnings reports, oil prices, commodities, currencies, politics, the weather.
We're certainly not done with this storm yet. And we'll keep
Anything and everything can move the markets.
Standard Chartered earnings coming in stronger than estimated.
Standard Zohi up 3%. Up 3%. Sixth best performer in the FTSE.
Traders who want to win must stay one step ahead of the pack.
Like, this is just the shit that you have to know and be on top of, right?
20-year-old Ohi is a straight-A economics student from Tottenham.
What it takes to be successful at this isn't a roll of the dice, a play of a lottery and oops, I'm twice as rich. No, it's not like that at all. You constantly research, you constantly work hard, you constantly work out all of the things that can possibly go wrong, hedge against it, and then you still have to hope for the best.
£80.
Same on Carl's stuff.
Yeah.
Standard Chartered, thank you.
400 at 693.
Ohi has bought shares in Standard Chartered Group, a bank with exposure in Asia. His research suggested that the Far East had so far escaped the banking turmoil. But just minutes away from his desk, and the credit crisis has spread east.
It was all good, yeah? They were up. And then I went away to get some cake. and two flipping banks downgraded them in the 15 minutes that it took me to go and come back. And then they shed 80 points. And I'm hoping for a rally. I'm not getting out because I'm stuck. Cake didn't let me down. The flipping Hong Kong let me down. India let me down. Gordon Brown let me down.
I'm in the game and it's made me a lot more self-aware. It's made me a lot stronger. It's made me look at myself in an objective way, which I haven't been able to do before.
Hello there, this is Ohi from Traders.
Hello.
I am looking at Standard Chartered.
With the stock falling fast, many novice traders might be tempted to panic and sell.
Crossing at 15.41 at the moment.
Are you serious?
Well, that's where it says I mean, it's pre-market auction.
Yeah, okay, I've just lost my shirt. Excuse me, I'm not going on holiday this year. Okay, I can't sell it at that price. That's too
Instead, Ohi keeps his cool and does what a good trader should.
Yeah, market's going to be pretty ugly.
He concentrates on his other ideas and building up his portfolio.
I'm looking at Shell next. I'd like to buy 225 shares of them at market, please.
Nike.
Fight promoter Emil from Toxteth in Liverpool has few qualifications. In the real world, he would have little chance of securing a job as a trader.
I think on a personal level, it's about ability, it's about validation, it's about being able to do things when people say you can't do them or you shouldn't do them. Lex asked me, what did I want? And I said I didn't want the Porsche, I wanted the ability to buy the Porsche.
But he's a quick learner, and like Ohi, he's seen the benefits of building a strong personal portfolio.
Take care. Thanks, mate. Bye-bye. So I've now bought some got like a new strategy now. I'm just buying everything that I like. So, whether I've got BlackBerry, Apple, Nike, Adidas, it's really like, you know, like a litany of my own brand life. And like the things I don't like, I short them. It's quite a good plan actually. It's not working that bad.
I need to make some sort of just clean cut profit rather than just, you know.
Are you going to buy it?
I think worth a little tester in it.
30-year-old Amit has the will to succeed, but the question is whether he has the right ideas. His motivation is a new career away from his life in Lincolnshire.
At the moment I'm a shopkeeper. Something that my father did, so it was natural for me to follow, I suppose, even though since a young age I said I'll never do the one thing that my dad did. But you just find yourself falling into it, you know.
If you do your work,
and it's valid,
and it's logical, and it's independent, go for it.
Okay. My main motivation for doing something like this in the city is, number one, to make money. I've seen my parents work really hard, you know, over the past 25 odd years. So I want to make enough for him to see, you've got a pot of money there now, just chill out and relax.
With mortgage companies struggling, Amit's investment idea is to find the next victim of the credit crisis.
It's all about second guessing, trying to figure out what everybody else is going to do next. So if you can possibly home into that and work out the way they're feeling, then you can make money off the back of that.
Wolseley Group, a supplier of construction products and materials, catches his eye.
Good afternoon, it's Amit here. The Wolseley, please, WOS.
Pre-tax profits have fallen 35% and its share price has plummeted.
Okay, I want to sell 1,300, please.
He jumps into the market and decides to sell short, hoping for a further fall. Selling short is a complex deal that involves borrowing, selling and buying back shares, and allows the trader to make a profit when the value of a stock goes down. If Amit's right and Wolseley's price falls, the whole team will profit, but not everyone agrees.
Are you absolutely positive about that?
Of course I am. Don't worry about it.
All I'm saying is, what if it's hit the bottom, right? Maybe all the bad news that company's had
270
is in the price.
No, it's not. Don't worry, mate. Just relax.
Cool, all right. Good.
You've got to decide for yourself in this game. You know, if you let too many people influence you, then, you know, your brain just starts wandering off in different directions.
You know, is there any more bad news going to happen for Wolseley? I mean, my feeling is no, but Amit clearly sees it the other way, so I think that's fair enough. I just hope it goes the team's way.
By the end of week 3, the group has finally managed to invest over £200,000.
Simon's 46k in.
46,000!
Whee!
Simone!
Go, Simon!
That's a pound above where I bought it. That was the one figure I wanted to see.
That's a good trade, mate, seriously. Aerospace.
Some of the novice traders are beginning to play the game well. They've built bigger portfolios and are starting to make a profit for the very first time.
Over the last 48 hours, I think you've traded really, really well. Like seriously, in the last 48 hours, you've made massive progress. Like massive.
Excellent.
So you should be proud. Keep up the good work.
All right.
How's things with the boys, with the girls?
Yeah, things are okay. This week they've really come on.
Who's doing well and who's doing badly?
Who's doing well? Ohi, Mike and Caroline.
How's Emil?
He still needs a little bit of guidance, but he's showing, you know, real promise.
Okay.
Amek, please.
230 Amek, you can sell 852.5.
Okay, got that. Great, thank you. And the second one, don't go away.
IT engineer Simon is now almost fully invested, with a portfolio valued at £46,000.
Done. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Simon.
Bye.
Bye.
We've had several days where everyone has been seriously down, day on day on day, and now at last 5 of us are in profit. I think as Winston Churchill said, this is not the end, this is not even the beginning of the end, but it is the end of the beginning, and maybe a few of us feel that now.
By far the biggest investor in the team, He's managed to build his book in just a matter of days. A potentially risky strategy. Investing this fast could backfire. With £200,000 of Lex's money still available, the other novices are being far more cautious. Some more than others. Having sailed through the selection process, ex-vet Cleo is great at generating ideas. She just can't put them into practice.
In really, really simple terms, I am an absolute fool.
The problem is so big that she just has one investment in place, by far the smallest portfolio in the team.
I just hate losing money. Really hate losing money. You know, and I appreciate this. If it was somebody else, I'd be saying, for Christ's sake, look what you're doing. But when it's yourself, and you've got such a degree of fear, it's very, very difficult to step outside that and just force yourself to do it. It's just a nightmare, it really is.
If Cleo doesn't invest, potentially the whole team could suffer.
You've done nothing in a week, really.
I know, I appreciate that.
Right, you need a book.
Yes.
Right, and it's been a week.
I know.
It's a
It's
hedge.
not about, yeah, it's a hedge.
And
yeah.
you just put it on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Are we in the auction? Oh my God, the markets are open.
Right, look. You know, when it's here and you're watching it going tick, tick,
Okay, I
tick,
need
tick,
to short
tick.
set. Oh no.
No, but look, when you're watching this and it's going tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want to sell it.
No.
Right, and then 6 hours later it's here. Yeah?
Can I go and check the markets?
Go on.
Thanks.
Cleo's one position is a long investment in mining company Vedanta, and she'll only make money if its price goes up. So to guard against a fall in the market, she must hedge her portfolio by shorting another stock, hoping it will go down in value.
This one I might short. Oh, hi, it's Cleo. Xstrata XTA.
Choosing mining company Xstrata, she shorts 100 shares. But almost immediately,
Wow.
they go up.
It's not working. My money is going up the wall. So I don't get it.
Xstrata is now outperforming her stake in Vedanta, and she's losing money.
I need to get out. I need to get out. I'm a little bit worried this baby's going to fly now. It's 3474, look. Xstrata XTA.
Yep.
Okay, I've sold short that and it's just come up really huge. Can you tell me what the volume spread's like?
3473.80.
Oh man.
35.80 or whatever the shows. Up 55 at the moment.
Oh shit, it's just coming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay,
But a hedge such as this performs better over time.
okay, bye. Oh god.
Go deep.
XTA.
Be confident.
Okay, buy.
Buy 100.
Buy 100. But no, buy. Oh yeah, buy 100.
Buy 100.
XTA.
Okay, they're off at 81.
Okay, I'll take them at 81.
You bought 100 at 34.81. Xstrata the stock, and it's Cleo.
Okay,
cheers.
bye. Oh, he's going to kill me. Oh, it's falling now. I'm just massively stressed now.
What have you done?
So I did hedge.
What?
My hedge went in the wrong direction completely.
Right.
And in the space of like 20 minutes, I crystallised £100 loss.
What, so you sold your hedge?
Yeah. I know.
The point is like, the longer you keep it on over time, the higher the correlation.
Okay, I'm possibly aware of that now.
You can't hedge for 10 minutes. So that strategy doesn't work.
No, absolutely.
So how many times
Do you
do
need
you
to
want
see
to
it
be
again?
punched in the face?
I don't want to be punched in the face again.
Right. So
Yeah.
never, ever,
that
ever,
again.
ever do it again.
In this position, I'm aware that I need to have pairs and not this. Is it best to just cut those positions and start
You
again?
have to decide.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, you be good girl for Nanny and Grandad then. Bye. Bye-bye, darling. See you later.
Caroline's more considered approach suggests she's developing as a trader.
I don't think it's wise necessarily to just think, oh, terrible position, let's bail out now. I think sometimes you just have to sit tight and see whether the position recovers itself, and not necessarily just be in it for a couple of hours, be in it for, it could be a couple of days.
Obviously, Cleo, she's got no positions at the moment at all, and days are turning into weeks now, where she can't get over it.
There is going to be a point where I can't tolerate this anymore, because she's pretty much not invested, so she's actually not really trading. She's distracting people, she's crying. She probably by now has a negative influence on the group. But I think I'm out of patience by now.
It's demoralising. I'm just looking at the fact that I'm down £804. 804. Look at that. It's so frustrating because there's no book I can read. It's the reconfirmation that it might be something I can't do. And, I don't need to feel less self-worth at the moment. It's just a nightmare.
Friday, 4:30 p.m, and the markets have closed. The novice traders have reached the halfway point, and this weekend is a chance to relax and regroup.
Oh, slam it, nice! Come on, Mark, lock it in, turn it!
For Emil, it's back to the day job as a fight promoter. But his mind is still on the trading floor.
I was on the train home last night. There's a guy sitting opposite me. I got talking, he was a really nice guy. I said, oh, who'd you work for? And he goes, oh, a drinks company. So I went, which one? And he goes, oh, Diageo. I was like, oh, yeah, how's your business? So do you buy your cans and bottles from Wrexham? And he goes, yeah, we buy it from Wrexham, And I said, did you hear about the fire last week in Shanghai? He told me all this amazing information, and I was asking him, I would never have done that before. It would never have happened. And that's what's been mad about this. But it's good because all the time I'm thinking about angles. So on Monday morning, the first thing I'm going to come do, I'm going to go look at Diageo, I'm going to go look at Wrexham, which I've been looking at. I've got more ideas now.
For the others, time away from the trading floor provides an opportunity to catch up on their lives.
5, yeah?
And spend time with family.
Those dice are loaded.
There's no certainty in this game. I mean, you're trying to forecast the future, for heaven's sake.
Yes.
And, that's not possible.
Here we go. Come on then. Bump.
For entrepreneur Caroline, it's an all too rare opportunity to spend time with her 2 young daughters.
I'm able to do it because my children are being looked after by my mother, who's as close to them as close could be, and I'm commuting and exhausting myself during the week so that I can come home and spend time with them of an evening. But whether I could do that for, the next 10 years or so, I don't know. Hello. I think I've had to develop a determined edge over a lot of years of working in some fairly tough environments where, you can't just roll over and let somebody walk all over you, or you can't just dissolve into floods of tears and vow never to go back. You have to be incredibly resilient. Off you go. There's a good girl. Mummy loves you, darling. Night-night.
Week 4, Monday morning, 5 a.m, and the commute starts all over again. Traders across the city resume their positions as the markets wake up. With a month to go, the fund is still losing money, and the investor Lex Van Dam will have his eyes on those traders who aren't pulling their weight. For shopkeeper Amit, the day's already started badly. Having sold short in construction supplier Wolseley, Amit is praying for its price to drop.
Right, think. Why is it rising so much?
But today, it's the biggest riser in the whole of the FTSE.
5, still rising.
And his losses are already in the hundreds.
What do? Do not buy back at the top, that's for sure.
Yeah, but where's the top going to be? That's the problem.
Exactly.
So what's your plan? Is your plan to watch it all day?
No.
Or do something?
It's to do something, but not obviously. I need that catalyst to ensure that I don't do it at the wrong prices, Anton.
The only way you're going to potentially get out of this is by building a portfolio.
Sure.
Like, this is gun to the head time. Because you cannot allow Wolseley to do this to you.
Yeah, sure.
Unlike his fellow novices, Amit has been here before. As a student, he played the markets from his bedroom and got badly burnt.
I started trading in university at 19 when my friends started doing it and were making money out of it, so I thought it was a good idea. And that's when obviously the tech boom, 1997, 1998, we were laughing. We thought we were making all right for ourselves. Then obviously a tech crash came and we lost all of it and more on that deal. I was in tears, I was literally in my room and I was like, oh my God, what have I done? Because when you lose like something like £25,000 in one day, you think, hang on mate, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is going a bit far,
Unfortunately for Amit, history appears to be repeating itself.
Now it's really pissing me off.
Are you one step ahead or one step behind the market, Amit?
10 steps behind at the moment.
Amit, in terms of emotions, he's been through a washing machine in the last 48 hours. In his emotions, you can see every single tick of that P&L having an effect on his psyche. But that's a problem in trading. Like, he's fighting with himself because he hasn't done himself any favours. He hasn't built a portfolio. So for every movement in Wolseley Group, he feels more pain than he should.
He's gonna kill him.
You're going through what every trader goes through.
I know, I've been there before, mate, that's what I like.
20 times a year.
I know.
His £10,000 short sell in Wolseley is hitting him hard. Having watched the price shoot up, he now has only one option left.
I'll take the hit.
I'm in.
Hello mate, Amit speaking from Traders.
Hello, mate.
Hello mate, not bad, you?
Yeah, very well. Very well.
Okay, Wolseley, WOS.
32 and a quarter, 32 and 3/4.
I want to buy 2,500, please.
We're 33, 36 and a half now.
Oh God, it's rising quick. Get rid of that market.
Okay, shit, 434.
Okay, thanks.
All right, cheers.
Okay, bye.
This one trade has cost the team £1,200.
If I keep on letting it rise, it's just going to really screw me up. End of the day, you don't expect that. But then that's the thing of this game, expect the unexpected. I feel really bad for the group because I'm letting them down. Do you know what I mean? I was like, fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Yeah, I forget myself, but the whole desk could have made money today except for me. Right, so I'm just feeling like a right dick.
Well, welcome back to Starting Bell live from New York. I'm Betty Lou. We are just seconds away from the latest data on the economy. Economists polled by Bloomberg are expecting a loss of 75,000 jobs.
With each day comes new financial data that can provoke dramatic market shifts.
This is the inflection point for the next 3-4 days, probably.
For the novices, these announcements constantly test their portfolios. Properly hedged, and they should withstand any market moves.
Are you short, Sam?
Net?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you want this number to be bad?
Well, I mean, in terms of the pure numbers here, then yes.
Yeah.
Come over to the dark side, Sam.
So you want less people in the US working month on month?
The ones to stop doing is buying cruises and Burberry clothes. That's all. They can do whatever they want to do. It's very specific.
I want them to get fit by Adidas clothes.
Yeah, there you go. So let's be specific
don't go to
here.
Punch Taverns when they come over.
Keep buying weapons.
Here we go.
Ready non-farm payrolls fell by 51,000. That's fewer than the 75,000 analysts had expected.
Only down 51,000. We had expected down 75,000. Maybe it does.
Better than they were expecting.
That's well better. Let's see what's going on.
It's big news. Figures that are better than expected force prices up.
Everything's going blue.
This number never fails to surprise me. Let's head to Chicago now and talk to Larry Levin for his reaction.
I think, Betty, we may see a little bit of a rally on the open.
And those with short positions start to lose money.
Oh, I've just been whacked in one of my shorts.
Now you've got two competing interests.
3 pence, 4 pence, 5
Just chill
pence.
out.
I just whacked me at 150 quid in less than like 10 seconds.
Is it going to calm down again?
Just spike.
I haven't got the mental stamina for this.
Just do it. You got to work hard a bit, haven't you? Otherwise you're gonna be fucked. We all are.
But those who hedged well are effectively bailing out the less successful traders.
All right, come on.
Bye!
Now that is what I call footsie on fire.
It's fine at the moment. I mean, my shorts are not in profit, but my longs are nicely in profit. So I'm very relaxed about it at the moment.
I'm not stressed.
Did you see the
Just got one stop. I just want ideas. I really want a portfolio.
The one I'm worried about is Marks & Spencer's. You see up there, it suddenly shot up. It amazes me that UK stocks react in such an alarming way to US data.
You know, there's no point getting really excited about a single event, because in 3 or 4 days' time, if we have another single event that goes in completely opposite directions.
Oh, is that how red it is?
It's like non-farm payroll not actually
Yeah, look.
being that bad. What's going on?
It's not a few days, but just a few minutes before something happens 2,000 miles away in Israel that completely reverses the markets.
It's because of oil.
It's gone up.
Oil jumped again.
Everything's going red.
It's a big spike right now for crude, and that's after Israeli Deputy Prime Minister said that Iran is on a path toward what he calls a, quote, major breakthrough in its nuclear program.
What it's done is knocked 50 points off the FTSE.
Higher oil prices means higher costs, forcing the price of many stocks across the globe to slide.
Certainly another volatile day here. Crude oil futures are rallying, essentially wiping out earlier losses.
For Emil, this means his short positions, which were losing him money, are now suddenly in profit.
Oh, go on, keep going. That is near wiped me debt off there. See, this is good. Oil up. Everything that I've complained about for months.
It is strange the way that the world's interconnected now. It is utterly bizarre that what he says affects Emil's portfolio, I suppose.
It's a hard one, because on one hand you think to yourself, oh yeah, you know, oil's going up. Oh shit, I've got to fill my car up in the morning. And on the other hand you go thinking, oh, oil's going up. Yeah, I'm either not losing as much money or I'm making some money. I think it really brings out the bastard in you.
It's the first time the novices have experienced such dramatic market moves in one afternoon. With well-balanced portfolios, several of the traders have emerged unscathed. But not Simon.
Rupert, Simon, extrata, please. Closing my short. 90.
90 trader. Okay, look at that. Interesting price. 36.44 spot 62.
Oh, God.
Unnerved by this volatility, he's rapidly losing confidence in his portfolio.
Remind me next time I open a trade with mining not to do it. Cheers, bye.
Cheers, bye-bye.
He's taken his book up, which is great. It's what we've asked for. But he's doing it too quickly, and he's out of control. He doesn't do the work properly before he puts trades on. And because he doesn't do that, when they go against him, he has no confidence.
Tale of woe again. You do get to pick their out to get you, you know, whoever they are. I mean, why should mining rise, for God's sake? I mean, it's just what they said in the psychology section of our training. You know, you feel absolutely like death warmed up when things go badly.
Yeah.
But, oh, God. Oh, I'm tired, not crying, just for the record. But it just gets to you after a bit.
It does.
I have an uncanny knack for getting it wrong every time.
Yeah.
The fifth week of trading. After last week's extreme volatility, a split has emerged in the group between those traders and those struggling. The biggest worry is XVET Clio, who has just £5,000 invested from a possible 50,000. Shopkeeper Amit is also struggling, along with a rapidly declining Simon. Concerned, the investor Lex Van Dam pays a visit.
Morning. How you doing? Morning.
Hey man, how's it going?
Lots of shit news.
As is always the case in a bad market.
Okay, so this is the week where they need to make some money.
In terms of trading P&L, Caroline's actually the only person that's up.
So markets continue to be difficult, I guess. That's one thing we have to say in their credit, that it is not easy.
Yeah.
Caroline?
Sam, you do me a favour, if Mitchells and Butler goes up to 270, will you give me a shout?
In a difficult market, it's a good plan to congratulate the best performer.
You are the best trader so far, you know, and I don't think it's been luck at all. You're doing the right things at all the time.
From my point of view, it's nice to hear you saying that, you know, I'm the best trader. But what's very apparent to me is that you can be the best trader in the morning and you can be the worst trader in the afternoon because the market turns, and that's how volatile the market is.
But that makes you the best trader, that you realise that.
Right.
So well done.
Okay.
Caroline's cool approach puts her at the top of the pile. Mike's portfolio of arms companies and Emil's preference for branded names are also returning a profit. But despite this, the negative effects of Amit, Cleo and Simon means the fund is down over £8,000.
With Simon, he's a drag on the desk, right?
Yeah, ridiculous trading, basically.
Cleo sent me, at the end of the trading diary, she wrote, "Oh, please don't take capital away from me." I mean, it's kind of nuts. Does she think this is summer camp?
I know.
You know, you would like to see a little bit more focus. You know, I don't think we can finish with 8 people if everybody keeps doing it like this, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised if the pressure gets to some people and
Yeah.
people start throwing their toys.
Yeah, I don't mind. If 1 or 2 or 3 people walk out because they can't take it, so be it.
If things don't improve over the next few days, Lex will have to take drastic action. But by the next morning, Simon is on the ropes as yet another trade looks to be turning sour.
You want to get out of there as quickly as possible.
What is it?
My baby Drax.
What's happened?
Falls on higher costs.
Right, so where do you expect the stock to go?
Down.
So have you sold
He's invested long into energy company Drax, but higher gas prices are beginning to have a negative effect on its share price, leaving Simon with an urgent decision to make.
It's just open, 7:26.
Okay. Right, so what are you going to do? What's your strategy? Are you going to watch it and watch it go down all day? Or are you going to sell some? You've got to be flexible in your thought process and have a strategy.
I'll wait for an hour and then...
Right, what if it's at £7 in an hour? You're going to sell them there?
Yes.
Right, well, if you're going to sell them at £7 in an hour, sell them at 7.26 now. Like, seriously? Think about what you're saying. It's unbelievable.
Nothing's unbelievable if you don't know what you're doing.
Because your strategy there, mate, is if they go down, I'll sell them. If they go up, I won't do anything.
Fine. Decision, I will sell them. Now.
Look, I'm not telling you what to do.
No, I know you're not, but
I'm trying to provoke
I understand all that, and I've done my best to react according to the circumstances I found them, okay? Christ's sake.
So far, Simon's trades have lost almost £3,000.
Better washing up than trading, I think sums up the situation. This is a good therapy. I was pretty low yesterday, and I don't really know what I'm doing. I mean, the shouting from Anton didn't really help. You know, he seemed to think I knew what I was supposed to do and I was failing to do it. But the reality is I didn't know what to do, so it's not surprising I wasn't doing it. As to whether I should have known, that's another matter, but It's hard going. This hard going. I really. I mean, I've given my all to this, but it just doesn't seem to be working, and I'm not sure there's much more I can do about it. The highs and lows of emotions you get in this business are just horrendous, aren't they?
Without Simon, the desk would actually be making money this week. He's basically having a negative 120% influence. I mean, it's insane. If you're trading like that, you're not doing a service to the rest of the team, because you're just pissing away other people's hard work. People need to get a bit angry and pull into one side. Like, you're pissing away my hard work. And that would be the conversation I'd be having.
We are under Russian invasion and Russian occupation right now. Never ever we will surrender. Never ever we will give our freedom and independence. Never ever we'll give any piece of our territory. And freedom will go to every part of Georgia.
I don't know.
Did he say he shot down? They sent 4 planes, I'm sure he said.
No, he said he shot them down.
Really?
Clearly, yeah.
See, now they must have just confirmed
All right, one at a
that.
time.
Yeah, shot down 2 Russian combat planes.
As week 5 draws to a close, the Russian invasion of Georgia provides the team with trading opportunities.
Companies in Europe with Georgian exposure.
That's right.
BP, that BP pipeline runs
straight through.
60 miles from it.
Yeah. You got to look where Russia will move, because Russia. Oh, it goes right through.
gas pipeline follows the so-called German military highway.
We're in week 5, so if you step back a bit and have a look at where these guys have actually come from, because they've actually started to trade like proper traders.
Turkey, Azerbaijan and Armenia, the countries which border it.
Azerbaijan and Russia are close allies as of the 3rd of July.
You see BP's right on that support line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could go right south.
You know, this is how you've got to think in trading, and they're starting to get it.
Okay, I've got all the information about the pipeline here, where it goes. I don't know if it tells me what the sort
The Georgian conflict has unified the team as worked together to analyse investment ideas and boost their chances of making a profit.
Yeah, correct.
All bar one.
If you're trading futures, it's primarily a hedge, right?
Yes.
That's what it's there for.
But ISF is not a hedge, is it?
It
it's
is.
A current. I thought it was a basket of current.
No, ISF.
With his confidence in shreds, Simon is hidden from the crisis and is desperately trying to re-evaluate his portfolio.
But when you say futures, I was thinking of futures as in currency futures and that sort of thing. No. All right, well, you know, we all learn, we all live. Terminology, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Right. Not right, but what's the point? -5828. You know, I come from IT. In IT, you write a program, it works or it doesn't work.
Yeah.
If it works, it'll work like that forever.
Yeah.
You know? If it doesn't, it's got bugs in it, you find what the bugs are, you fix them, and then it'll work forever. In exactly the same input, you will always get exactly the same output. And that's the world I've moved in for 40 years.
But this is almost organic.
Precisely. But even if the stock market's at the same level, the share is the same level, every parameter is the same, the output will still be different because the people that are trading from one day to the next are different.
Because they're human.
Because they're human.
It's almost like
you see,
artificial intelligence.
I'm used to having a rule book, and yes, in these circumstances, page 23 says you do that.
Rip it up then. Rip the rule book up, say fuck it, and go for it in a completely different manner.
I don't know how to. I honestly think I have to just back off. The trouble is, when I do back off, I still have no certainty that I'm likely to come up with better strategies. I mean, if Anton weren't such a tosser, I'd be saying that to him. But I mean, you know what he's like. He's complete and utter tosser, and I just find it ridiculous. You don't hear words like that from me very often.
No, I know.
You know, it's how I feel.
I wish I could help you more.
Yeah.
I really do. But unfortunately, this is a personal ride for you. It's your thing. That's what's so stark about this business. You make the decisions. You stand by them. You live or die by them.
Well, they're all. Just so many of them seem to have been wrong. You know.
Bollocks.
Ved Cleo is still having trouble placing trades.
The plan is to become invested, so I don't go home. Find trades, find anything.
But she's still not invested all her money, and she's rapidly becoming a distraction to the others.
You know, I just like to buy things at the right point.
You just got to get in.
You got to get in there. Honestly, I used to over a penny and everything else. It just kills you otherwise.
You've got no position. You've got no trade.
It's not the right time to buy.
Forget the right time. Yeah. The bigger picture. Trade them.
If you don't trade now, Cleo, your money will go.
I don't know what she's doing.
So what do we do about Cleo then?
What else can you say to her to get fully invested?
But does she not realize that she should get her book up?
I know. It's.
Does she not understand?
I mean, it's gone on for far too long. It's like 4 weeks now.
How's Simon doing?
Generally, I think at this stage, we need to maximise our opportunities of making money, and he is not going to make us money.
Cleo and Simon are charity at the moment.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think we have a lot of time left for charity.
Facing spiralling losses, drastic measures are called for. Lex Van Dam returns to take action. As it's his money they're spending, he has the power to reprimand, suspend, or even sack any of his novice traders.
Cleo, you have a second? To me, you are, at the moment, you're just a distraction.
And I found it quite difficult because I know you just have to take a punt and you just have to get in there. But I'm watching like 10 stocks and they're all on my watch list.
Yeah.
But they're all at levels that I wouldn't want to buy them right now or sell them right now because I don't think they're in the right place to buy or sell.
Sure, but the issue we have is there's 3 weeks left.
I know.
Right? And you're not investing.
Yeah.
Which means like you're not going to make a lot or lose a lot.
Yeah.
So there is no real use of you being here.
Yes, I appreciate that.
I can't afford to have you sit here for another 3 weeks.
I know, and not
hoping
invest.
for it to work.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that entirely. Honestly, I really appreciate those views. I really do.
Yeah.
And
I really appreciate your views.
You know, because the thing is, I look
we
at
both
stocks.
really appreciate each other, and that's really great.
No,
but you're
the
not
thing-
making progress.
I know. Well, but the thing is, it might not seem like I'm making progress, but
Yeah.
really, genuinely, I really am. And the thing is,
Yeah.
I just don't see the point in investing when
Exactly.
you know you're going to lose money.
You see, the problem is like we're having this conversation, and you really appreciate my view, but you're stubborn and you're not going to change your view anyway.
No, but
You can make your own rules and play your own game.
Absolutely.
But this is like a different environment, and you're going to have to invest.
I'd appreciate
So unless
that.
you tell me that you actually will,
I
there is
will.
no point in you being here.
Yes, I appreciate that entirely.
So,
That's my biggest stock.
what is your conclusion from this conversation?
My conclusion from this conversation is I have to invest. Full stop.
Simon, do you have a sec?
Yeah.
For Simon, it's time to face up to his losses.
Yeah, this isn't working. Let's cut to the chase.
Yeah, yeah.
It's making me demoralised, unhappy, feel I'm letting the side down, I feel I'm letting you down, I'm losing you real money. Okay. I appear not to have the right skills, full stop.
I mean, do you feel like you've just had enough? Do you feel you've been beaten, you've been hitting your head against the wall too often?
The
right?
last time I had trauma like this was getting divorced, and that's
Right.
10 years ago. I mean, that gives you an
Right.
indication of how, awful, traumatic I'm finding this experience.
So if you can't cut it, then so you're basically putting the decision with me, right?
I mean, I think it's time to quit.
I mean, nobody can say you didn't go for it.
No, indeed not.
You weren't sitting here And
I
it's
placed the
it's
first
slowly
trade.
been-
I lost, needless to say, but at least I placed it.
You placed the first trade?
Yeah, that's right. And I thought it out. It wasn't a random pin job, but it didn't work. No.
I guess that's the way it is,
let's
right?
say that's the way it is. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, man. Well, it's a pleasure.
I'll just close
Pleasure
my
having you on board.
positions
Yeah,
and
close them.
sort it all out.
Yeah.
No, it's sad, but hell, it's been an amazing ride, and thank you for the opportunity. It's about all I can say.
Well, Simon, I can say it's been a pleasure
Yeah,
to
certainly
have
has,
to endure the last 8 weeks.
It's supposed to be a pleasure.
No, I mean it's been a pleasure to have endured the last 8 weeks, but with you, that's the pleasure.
She looks really upset, Cleo.
Yeah, because she knows she's at the bottom of the pile now that Simon's gone. It's always nice when you've got someone else in the office who's worse than you.
Yeah.
Cool. Speak to you later on. Leaving the office now?
I'm basically tidying up, going to the flat, and then I'll chill out for lunch or whatever, and then I'll come back here at 5:34, whenever 4:30.
Yeah, I think it's probably best if the plans change. I don't want their week to start tomorrow.
No,
because they're a little bit distracted, to be honest with you.
Well, I'll just close today's trades.
Yeah.
And then head off. I
Yeah,
guess.
close today's.
I understand.
Yeah,
the
close today's
distraction.
trades and head off.
I'll just come back at 4:30.
Probably best not to.
Fine.
Like in terms of drinks, I just don't want to make tonight a goodbye Simon drinks. If it just turns into that type of drinks, then their week starts tomorrow, and it's I want it to start now.
Fine.
Perfect.
Okay. That's what
yeah.
you prefer.
That's
Yeah,
that's probably best.
I understand
yeah.
the motivation. Yeah.
All right.
I don't take it personally. I
No,
can't
don't.
understand
Seriously,
motivation.
it's not like that. Okay. All right. Cool. I just want to say, obviously it's terrible losing a member of the team. It's under no question, no doubt that we all get on with Simon amazingly well, and he's a top guy, great personality, and amazing to be around in the office.
Thanks very much.
And he's walking away from this with a big smile on his face. Trading just isn't for some people, and I think we should all give Simon a round of applause off the trading floor.
Thanks very much.
Okay, right guys. We have kind of wasted half a day so far today. It's, as a team, we need to get going, get motivated, get sharp. We've got 15 days left. And we need to make some money.
They know the next 2 weeks are going to be tough, and they can't take it.
Well, Mike, it's not
Well, we
knee-jerk,
talk about
crappy
it. Well, yes,
judgments.
it is, Emil, because
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
know what's going on.
Mike,
That is not my manner of dealing with people.
Who cares if he's not happy?
People! They don't know.
This is just the way the business works.
So why should we keep you?
I've got 2 more weeks left, right?
Well, you have 2 more weeks left if you answer the question properly. If they walk out, then it just shows it's actually really difficult to make it to the end.
There's a fine line when it comes to being human beings. And now you see other people in the room responding to that. City or no city.
And you can catch that next episode of $1 Million Traders next Tuesday at 9. There's more City chat over on BBC4 now. Jerry Robertson talks to BA boss Willie Walsh in The Moneymakers. And Evan Davis heads into the world of risk in The City Uncovered on Wednesday night at 9 here on BBC2.